everybody. Welcome back to Stay Put Together podcast for the week of November 14th, 2018. I am Sudon.
I'm Peachy.
I'm Ooze.
Oozes of the death.
I am.
She's of the death. This is the third segment of our reviews. Destiny has chosen Peachy, which we share Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep. Amazing Spider-Man number 9. Really, Destiny's developed a sudden crush with me when Sudon decided that he would have none of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Mostly because Sudon broke it earlier.
Hey, right.
It was on my freaking side, so technically it shouldn't pick me at all, and I got picked second.
It's because I'm nice to it.
And I still got to talk in this segment.
Right.
I said we share.
So yeah, Spider-Man number 9, Heist Part 2, the continued story by Nick Spencer, inside art and cover art by Humberto Ramos. The book starts out basically with Pete talking about how we all have things that we care about, not just people. He lists off some examples like the family car,
Which they show the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and their car had disappeared, and several other things that people have treasured. Their arrows, Hawkeye and Hawkgirl. Her name's Hawkeye also, isn't it? They're both Hawkeyes? I don't know.
Yes.
But their arrows are missing and whatever.
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl's whole...
Tippy Toe is missing as a squirrel.
Yeah. But,
and then...
we cut to Black Cat having just slashed Spider-Man across the face.
Right.
And whatever. They have his inner monologue saying that the Black Cat always gets what she wants. He gives a little bit of background on her and their history together because they did brief dately. He started off as one of her...
Brief dately?
Brief dately. She started off as one of his adversaries. They came to understand and be able to work together, and then, of course, had a relationship.
Sounds very familiar, huh? Oh, wait, it's Marvel's Batman and Catwoman.
Yes.
Pretty much. But not as intense.
Right. And his inner monologue also tells us that things had taken a nasty turn for her because she declared herself the queenpin of crime and ruled the underworld in the city, but as far as he knew, she was past all of that. And she says, I saved your life. That should prove that I'm not on the bad side anymore. And he's like, well, then why did you hit me? And she's like, well, because you came over the other night, all Mr. Smooth Guy trying to hit on me, saying, oh, hey, baby, I'm all Spider now. And Spidey quickly realizes that it must have been while he was split up with... it was when Peter and Spider-Man were split up. So,
I liked this part where they actually kind of touch base on the, she kind of, knows the Doc Ock switch because she had an issue with him.
Yeah.
Because she's like, we're good, right? I thought we were good,
Yeah.
And I'm liking that. And it was kind of cool. I didn't know that they had gotten over that issue. I hadn't gotten through that full part of that. What volume? Where are we on? Volume 4?
5.
Is it volume 5 of Amazing Spider-Man?
I believe so.
Just to give you guys a little heads up, every time they do a new series where number 1 starts, they consider that a new volume. So we're we got for Action Comics and Superman, I'm in volume 4.
Even though it's 1,000 and
right.
About to hit 1,000.
Oh, it's over 1,000. They did the 1,000.
Well, 1,000 for Action Comics, about to hit 1,000 for Detective.
Right, and Avengers is in their 8th volume, and they just hit 700th issue today.
That's so confusing.
It's confusing, but it has been since the beginning. 700 issues within this run in this same world.
Right. 800 on on Spider-Man.
800, so
Yeah.
that's why we had the 800 special, which we spoke about. And yeah, that's just how comics work. So
Right.
if you ever hear us say volume, this
Right.
According to CLZ, this is, I guess, Volume 5.
Volume 5, and they had, and each time they kind of retouch it, new artists is kind of touch it. But Humberto Ramos Jr. has been doing it.
Just Humberto Ramos, yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing it.
Yeah, he's been on for about 3 or 4 issues.
I love the art, and I love his
sure.
Black Cat. It's really great, and I like Spider-Man. It's really fun, but it's cool that that they touch back on the whole Doc Ock taking over his body, Superior Era. I'm like, that's cool. And he's still kind of like, damn it, I still have all that baggage.
He's still trying to explain himself to her, and she's not buying it. She's like, oh, did Doc Ock take over your body again? Kind of stuff, whatever. And just Humberto Ramos, real quick, by the way, man. I was I love realistic art. I love a lot of detail in art, whatever, which is why I loved McFarlane, Jim Lee. That kind of art is great to me. He's the first artist that I saw drawing like a cartoony type of style where I'm like, I really dig that, So he turned me over to that kind of thing, which of course opened the floodgates to accept other types of art in the books that I'm reading. But he's for sure one of my all time favorites. But I forgot what.
She's basically, did Doc take over your body?
Oh yeah,
and he's like, no. See, this atom isotope split me up for basically what happened in the first few issues.
Right.
And she's all like, okay, you believe me, right?
She's like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, he's like, we didn't. And she's like, no, we didn't. I worked it out some other way. Or something like that.
For sure.
Yeah, and then
another thing that we kind of didn't touch base on from the last issue, all of Spider-Man lost his web shooters.
Oh yeah.
He was in free fall. He did. That's why she hit him, saved his life.
Not in that order.
Right.
But all the other hero stuff has gone missing as well. So that's why we are where we're at. So in the next scene, he's grabbing onto her waist and she's
jumping on her back.
For sure, like he's riding her and being able to, swinging with her without his webbing. It's fun.
Right, because he doesn't have his. But
phrasing. Yeah,
no. So I mean, I was gonna say, the conversation. She's like, I'm here on business anyway. And the conversation turned to exactly that. All the heroes and everybody, stuff has gone missing. And he's like, we don't know what the hell's going on. And she's like, well, I know who's behind it. And basically tells him about the Thieves Guild, which we learned a little bit about before. She says, she knows who's behind it and that getting it back won't be easy. So she asked him to join her in doing that. Join her. Pete knows it's a bad idea. But he figures if he can recover all the hero stuff, it'll help on mending the road back because all of them are against him because of that Kingpin. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the greatest, and they're like, well, what the hell? So everybody's hating on Spider-Man. So he figures he can earn back a little bit of clout if he gets people's stuff back.
Never mind the reveal of his alter egos.
Yeah.
All that stuff. It's just he's looking for a lot of places to get redeemed.
Yeah, for sure. And he says, at the very least, I'll get to reconnect with an old friend. And we cut to Mary Jane at lunch, who's meeting up with
Carly Cooper?
Carly Cooper. She's one of Pete's exes.
Question mark.
Yeah. While after Pete and Mary Jane had been broke up because it had been a while, and I mean them getting back together in this recent run has been a long time coming. But while they were apart, Carly Cooper was one of Pete's girlfriends, and upon finding out that Peter was Spider-Man, that kind of made things rocky between them, and she couldn't really handle it. And so it was a big motivator in their breakup. but she's there talking to MJ. She's like, I wasn't ready after, finding out about Peter's whole thing. I wasn't ready to talk to him. I saw you guys in the park, but I did want to meet with you and talk to you, because I think that people in our situations, and if you guys are together, that's great. I'm happy for you, but people like us, we need a support group or, an outlet, some sense of support to go to, whatever. And she's like, I found this group called the Lookups.
Some sort of sanctuary.
Yeah, some sort of sanctuary with people that have the
Do
same...
not.
What?
Do not.
Oh.
Do not.
Oh.
We don't talk about the sanctuary.
Oh.
We don't talk about that. It's a bad place.
Heroes in crisis.
Yes.
Listen to our last episode.
But yeah, just some...
I thought this was interesting. I thought this was kind of like, I never thought about like them having a support group for the loved ones and stuff like that.
For sure, and it makes perfect sense.
And like have it, and like, how would that work? And she's talking about that here.
She tells her a little more about the group. She's like, it's anonymous. They don't know anything about anybody, but it is a great outlet for people like us. And I'm sure Pete's a great guy in a great relationship. He's super supporting, but there's some things that he just won't understand sometimes. And there's sometimes that you don't want to overburden him. He's already got so much on his plate, so you don't want to add any additional worries to him. So you may need someone to talk to.
During this conversation, one of the things I really dug was they kind of still kept it on the DL. It wasn't like Barry Allen and Jitters.
Great, I'm the Flash. I just defeated this guy. Oh, what are we gonna do now?
The only thing that they're tying to him being Spider-Man, because they're mentioning Peter and the issues, but they're saying thwip. They're all like, yeah, thwip. I'm like, that's cool. I like how that kind of became like, all right, cool. Like, that's how you should do it, DC.
Are you telling me that is not Barbara Gordon as Oracle?
I thought so too. She's sitting down.
Oh.
But yeah, the support group sounds great, and she doesn't want to like force it on her. She's like, it might not be my place, but once, like, if you do come check it out tonight, they have a meeting. Once you see who's in charge there, you'll know that it's a place that you can trust and everything. And leaves her with a flyer, and she's like, you don't have to make any decisions right now, but if you check it out.
Okay.
Might help out. Then we cut back to, like a memory scene, where Felicia Hardy, Black Cat, is a child. She's running down the street with her dad. They're running late for a flight, and he says he needs to make a quick stop on the way real quick, and they stop at this little fountain.
They go off the road underneath these vines into this obscured fountain, which is very golden fountain, and he opens up a bag, the bag he had, and dumps
cash and jewels, and just...
He's like, we have to do this. It's a choice. You didn't have a choice, but we have to do this. Someday you'll understand.
Yeah, this is what we have to do to stay alive. Because she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, this is what we need to do.
And then very cute. She's like, can I throw some in?
Yeah.
He's like, yes, here you go. I like that. You're going to have a better life.
Yeah, he tells her that she's not going to live like he does.
Yeah.
He knows he's made some bad decisions and everything and whatever, but he's been a part of something that sometimes he didn't have a choice and that kind of thing. Alluding to the Thieves Guild.
Right.
Whatever. So, yeah, he promises you'll have a better life. You'll live free and happy and whatever. And cut to present day with Black Cat and Spider-Man at the fountain. And her telling him, okay, so this is the fountain, and, let's see.
She basically kind of gives him the rundown to they kind of talk about the history. Like, they don't really know where it started.
Yeah.
But they did kind of
they have
establish themselves pretty solidly in the New York area.
And then they have chapters all over the world, even in just different histories and whatever. And that they